Okay, everyone. Today I'm gonna go old school. This is something not too old school, but old school enough. Um, Something I've played for a very long time. Um, Thief: The Dark Project. I've played this game. Woo! Sound is up. Okay. I don't know if everyone can hear me. I've played this game when it first came out. I started with the goal, just Thief: The Dark Project, and then the gold came out, so I had to get it. Um, I'm very old school. I kind of am sad that, well, I have to have certain patches to play my um, Sims 1 and Sims 2 games to be able to play them. Um, and I mean, old school, from discs. I still wish I had my King's Quest set. I'm not joking. I had the entire 1 through 8. I had all of them. And with box sets. I had not sets, but I had a set of the boxes with the games. Yeah, four, 1.5 floppies, 5.1 floppies, or 5.5 floppies, and the small floppies, and then yeah, and Quest for Glory. Yep, yep, yep. I'm old school. There's one thing I wish though that I could play. I don't have the money for it right now, and get back into is The Realm by Sierra. I know somebody else had already taken it, but it was created originally by Sierra. Um, so I used to play that. And I used to use CompuServe for my internet. And guess how I got around the paying for it? Uh, I knew how to game the system where you would, have a credit card, uh, play for about 30 days, use it for 30 days, call them to cancel it, and they give you an extra month, and then can't cancel it, but create a second another account with a different credit card, and do the same thing all over again. Sometimes they give you 2 extra months. It's just awesomeness. Yeah, I used to game the system. I knew how it worked back then. Nowadays, you can't do that. Yeah, I had my ways. So, and that's where I also started EverQuest. It's drastically changed, and I got out of it when it got really, really different. And then it went to EverQuest too, and I just don't like it. I seriously, I don't like it anymore. They completely changed it, and if they would do something like what World of Warcraft is doing, is go back to the beginning as far as multiplayer game for World of Warcraft, and do classic. If they left, if they left it alone and just created a whole new game like they were going to in the first place, I probably would have stayed with it. But they completely screwed with it and all that. And I'm sure I could get back into it, but I don't. Right now, I don't have that kind of money, and we're already bad enough as it is on being late for rent, and I'm trying to find a new place to live, which is hard when you've got $7,000 of old um, evictions that are not paid. Um, it was a lot of that. We were just basically screwed over every time we went somewhere. One was because she didn't like the fact we were moving, and she was wanting to gave us, and she got mad, so she filed eviction because I forced her to write a letter to the place we were moving to, since she wouldn't return their letters. You know, the way it was supposed to, the way she was supposed to. Even the certified letters, they know she got it. She would just not fill them out and return them. Reason I know that we all know she got them is because they sent it to her certified signature requested, and so they know she got them. She just wouldn't return them, fill them out or return them. And so they gave me the letter, and I had to take it up there and make her fill it out and sign it. A month later, suddenly we're getting evicted. She did not like that. She was mad at us. So they evicted us and brought up fake amounts of, oh, they hadn't paid since, such and such a time, about 6 months before, and that never was the case. We were only like 3 months behind. Before the eviction, we had actually paid it up using our taxes. And so when they went in to file eviction, we were maybe a week behind. But I was stupid. I forgot to take all my receipts, and yeah, they cooked their books. So that happened. And then the new place we had moved to, we were there for about, I have to say 8 months, but at the time we were on HUD. So they were getting paid by HUD. And yet when they tried to evict us, that's time I took everything with me. All the receipt, all the paperwork and stuff like that, showing that it was HUD that was paying for it. And we all know, if you go to court without anything backing you up or any proof of anything, the judges usually rules against you, right? Well, guess what? They didn't take anything. The apartment complex did not. This time it was an apartment complex, and as a major apartment, they should have their stuff together, right? When they come into court for the time, whoever they're against. They were there with several others, or with paperwork on several others, but they didn't bring anything for us. So what did they do? We went up to the, where you're supposed to, and to talk to the judge, and they were like, well, we don't seem to have any paperwork on that right now. And I looked at them, I went, really? I have it all right here. And everything you circled in, signed in, all that stuff, saying when, April is when we're supposed to start paying, because I'd just gotten a job and I was still working out my hours with my job and stuff. And then they cut my hours at work and stuff like that. So we were in the process of working some stuff out. We were only, so they, we worked out to pay a certain amount, start paying a certain amount, which was $175. But they had told us that, and I hadn't gotten paid yet. And they had told us, well, because HUD was still paying them and paying them in certain amounts, per, like quarterly or something, we didn't have to start paying until April 1st. Well, this is in March. And I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. So we went, they had filed a week before. We went in, and, they were like saying, well, you're a week behind here, you're a week behind. I'm like, no, I'm not. So we went in, I showed them the paperwork to the judge. But what does she do? She actually let them postpone it. Now, you all know that if I hadn't gone in with any paperwork, automatically, oh, no, I'm ruling against you. Yeah. That didn't, that just irritated us. So they got an eviction for us after, 2 weeks later, hooking up some paperwork, because she had postponed it about a week and a half. And then they cooked up, paperwork to show no, had to start in January. I don't know where they got that or they got our signatures on it. And then we struggled to find another place in a hurry, and we found a place, and he was working with us on rent. And yes, I have to say we were behind again because of different job changes and stuff. And so, he was like, okay, well, I sat in my living room December 1st at noon. I didn't know this at the time, but he had already gone into court that morning to file for eviction. We were about a month and a half behind at that time. We'd been making payments to him, though. They were small payments, and we were even getting help from our local areas, local things that would help pay, churches, and transitional housing and stuff like that. So, even though he said in court, he didn't, that morning at 12 noon in my living room, he said, I won't file for eviction if you agree to leave by the end of the month. And I went, that's doable. We were already, because it was coming up to the end of the lease agreement anyway. Where I was like, we already are talking to somebody about another place. And he's like, okay, well, if you are out by the end of the month. Come to find out, 3 days later, I get a notice on my door. He had already filed that morning. I looked at the timestamp, and I was like, seriously? You stood in my living room and bold-faced lied to me? Really? This time but those are what's holding us back to find a new place now. We're not being evicted. It's just the trailer we're living in this trailer park that's owned by Time Management, is one of the old ones. They've brought in brand new trailers for most of the spots in this place. There's only 5 spots. Ours, one of our next door neighbors, a lady almost across the way, basically almost just around the corner, one her corner at the corner of her street down the way, and one on the back side of the lot of the park. But they decided not to renew our lease so they could bring in a brand new trailer. Well, we tried with them to get, what if we move? And this is last year. I was like, well, what if we'll take on the one you just renovated, the old one in the back? And we're willing to take that one on. And they decided not to do that. And I'm like, why? Well, what did they do? They moved somebody in that just completely destroyed the place. Holes in the drywall and all kinds of stuff. I'm not even joking. And I'm like, seriously, there's only 3 of us you actually like that take care of the trailers we're already living in, as it is. And yet you wouldn't let us move into that one? But you have let somebody move in that completely demolishes all the renovations you just did to it. Brand new carpet, brand new drywall, new cabinets, new tubs, complete renovation. New everything. Oh no. Yeah. They destroyed the place. Anyway, so then we're like going, we put in an application to try to get in. They said, well, it's your evictions because they're not paid. Even though they're supposed to be one of the ones that do it on a case-by-case basis. And I guess because it's they're not paid, they won't let us rent from them again for the meantime. So we've been looking for more than a month to find a new place. We have until the 26th of November, which is when we signed a lease, our third year lease. Because the first year we were already under contract, they couldn't do anything about it. But we still had to fill out the lease paperwork and sign them. The second year we went actually month to month. They forgot to renew the lease at the time. Then last November, They could have, kicked us out, but they didn't because we were still on month to month. They made us sign a new lease agreement, which they could have done that now, but you know, we would have been happy to sign a new lease agreement just for a little bit more for another trailer. That would have been fine with us. They decided not to do that because they want to tear this one out and put in a brand new trailer. We were willing, hey, at least you're getting something, you're getting money. They say they don't have anything, but I know that's a lie because I've seen people moving out. So I know that they can't fix them and turn them around before people are moved out. Really, I don't think so. I've seen them, do, I know that they've got available units. They just won't admit to it. But anyway, so that's our problem right now is, and we also still got behind on some stuff, not rent, but this is the first time the whole year I've gotten a little behind on the rent or any bills. Well, I've been moving money around in our accounts to pay this, to pay that, and whatnot. You know, who to pay this and who to pay that, and who to extend, and payment arrangements and stuff like that in the last 6 months because back in April, no job changes, but COVID happened with us as far as last April. Nobody got COVID, but my boyfriend ate something that didn't agree with his stomach, and he threw up at work. But he thought he was where no one could see him or hear him. But someone did, and they went to him and said, "Go home for 10 days." Well, that doesn't help our bottom line. It didn't help our bills. So I was in a pickle of who to pay and when and how much. So in the middle of a month, that's not good when you're coming up on rent and you don't get a paycheck for 2 weeks. So yeah. So for the last 6 months, I've been moving money between one account to this account or that account to this account. As far as in the bank goes, we've got a line of credit, but it's not a lot. Trying to keep that paid and taken out, and paying it and taking it out, just to pay bills. So that amount's been going up a little at a time, and it got to a point where it almost killed me, and I was freaking out about electric because I had to make a payment arrangement on that, and this month that ended up being $300 something odd dollars, so I couldn't pay rent, and I'd already had the arrangement where my electric's going to get cut off, and we couldn't have that. We needed the electric. I might have to just go ahead and let internet go, which I don't want to do. It's almost $200, and I have it extended to the 15th, which next week's check I have to figure out how to use that, and we're getting charged $10 a day late fees after an initial $50 late fee on rent. So it was $600, $635 today when I looked at it. I was able to make $100 on it, but it's not enough. I want to get it taken care of, so that put it back down to $545, which is the original amount. And I'm having panic attacks. We've checked all over the place. It is very hard to find a place out here to live because most everything is for students. I'm not even joking. There is really, unless you're rich through the ass and on stuff, you can't really find anything to rent out here. I mean, not even mobile homes. I'd even take a mobile home out here for sale if I could, as long as it's in a decent condition. I saw one on Facebook for $4,500. I took two looks at the pictures that he had with it, and it needed a lot of work. I'm like, why would I pay for a trailer I'm going to have to sink more money into? I mean, 4,500, that's not a bad price, but if I fall through the floors, why would I want to? I mean, I can't even, I don't even know who to go to as far as private homeowners who might be willing to do rent to own or even just rent. Everything out here is getting snatched up by rental companies. And it's just, I'm not talking about just apartments, I'm talking about homes. And they turn them into 4 apartment homes and blah, blah, blah. And it's just, and then you've got your scams on Craigslist. And I'm having panic attacks. I'm having a hard time of it. So I don't know if or when I stop, we'll have to stop doing streams. Is it bad enough? Because that's how I have to work is online. I can't actually go to a physical job and do a whole lot of things because I have certain disabilities that won't let me do it. So, yeah. So if anyone wants to donate, my PayPal is in my descriptions on everything. Um, anyway, I think. Hang on. Is anyone seeing? I guess y'all aren't able to see Thief Gold, which I don't understand why not. I mean, you should be able to, but if not, then I won't play it. Shoot, that. And I'm having issues with Twitch, all because of the um, data breach. I think late last night or this morning. Um, yeah. But anyway, let me get this fixed. Well, we won't be doing Thief then, since y'all can't see it. I don't know why, but and it's through Steam, so I don't understand that. Um, it should show it, but it's not. So let's pick something else. Because right now I'm not in the mood of doing Conan Exiles. Oh, I guess no, because I promised y'all something last night, didn't I? So we will do Conan. But we're not going to do Septa. We're going to go straight into a regular. We're not going to do um, a whole lot of modded stuff. We're just going to choose a server and do what I want to do. Um, see, I'm still having issues with Twitch. Oi. Come on, Twitch. Uh, load the encoder page. Okay. How do I load the encoder page? Is it something to do with Twitch
First,
itself?
they took your family
What's
and
this
your
encoder
riches.
page? I don't know. It's from Restream.
Then they took your health and your pride. Finally, they left you to die. What will you do, exile, when there is nothing left but to live or die?
Okay, that's enough. That's loud in my ears. So, give me a minute. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not even sure. What this so-called encoder page is. I don't know what that is. I'm checking with Twitch. I'm checking on the Restream. Is not changing anything. Okay, this is gonna have to be. Huh, nothing recent on keys. Last things that were posted were on the 5th on Twitch. So I don't know what that is. And let's go to the main Twitch page, which is what I was trying to go to. I don't want to go to Twitch support. I want to go to just Twitch. And I'm about to accidentally. Twitch. Okay, well that's not working. And there's no news on my Twitch at all about it. Let's see if there's something on this. It'll take me to my dashboard. Maybe I can figure that out there. So, I could have sworn I changed that. Ay. We are not playing Thief since I couldn't do anything with it. Maybe that'll work. I'll fix it on my streams. Yeah. Yep, okay. Fix that. Okay, what is this key thing it keeps telling me to look at? Okay. Okay. Ow. Okay, I was trying to bring up my messages. I don't know. Yeah. Oh. My new stream key. So. I understand. Okay. Is there something with... That's just my dashboard. Settings. Okay, well, at the moment it seems to be working. So we're just gonna go back to my dashboard. I haven't seen the other issues. Okay, so I don't know what that does, but anyway. So far, no issues. So we're going to do Conan. I'm going to show you what I was talking about yesterday about a spot in Conan Exiles. which nothing can get to you. I'm just gonna go Exile Lands, Region, America, Official. Oh Lord, I can't do that one. That one's ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna go. Just choose one. And I probably have never played on. Let's go with server name so we go from the top to the bottom. So I can just choose one at random. Let's choose that one. Just one at random. I'm looking at the pings, folks. Because we all know most of the servers, except for the no ping servers, you can't join it if you're over 200. What was with that one of the ones I used that was over 1,000? I mean, how far away is it that if the ping is over 1,000? Oh Lord, this music is so loud. So, we're gonna go and then go along the way, do a few things. There's actually a couple of spots in the Forbidden City. Or, not quite Forbidden City, but it won't work. I need to burp, but it won't get there. Come on. Okay, I must have already created a character on this one at one point. Hello. Hello. Okay, let's start this character over. I guess I didn't know I had one on this server. Okay.
Cut me down, please.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. I actually have short hair now. About that long. Actually, about that long. Not quite that style, which I do like, but I don't have bangs, but anyway. It's actually about this short, right above the shoulders. Or actually, more of a chin length. So let's go through and see if I can find something that works. I don't have bangs. I might instead cut in some bangs. But I don't want to do that right now. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Eyebrows. Eyeshadow. Nah. Let's build it and put in some color. Now these increase the mouse size. And those go lower, the width there. Lower. Ears. Scale them back. Eyes. And then go and lower the eyes. There we go. I do it that way because I can see the color better. If I could fill out the cheeks, it'd be better. White doesn't really do that. Neither does the height. Body features a little higher. Physique, we're lower. Breast size, we'll change. Okay. I like to sing Baldi songs.
During the year,
That is, I do like doing that. Like,
prisoner
roll your leg
captured
over.
by unknown means was transported into the exiled lands, crucified, and left
Yeah,
to
I
die
can
for
get into
crimes
that.
they
That's one of
may
my
or
favorite.
may not have committed.
Yeah. Shut up. I do like roll your leg over. And a few other songs. So, okay. Alright, where did it throw me? First one or one across the map? First one. Okay, good.